What up, everyone? Time for another stream again, as always. um, yeah, the reason why I didn't do a stream last week is just I was still sick with a cold, and I was we were originally planning to do this Gameshow stream about space last week, but unfortunately, Game Guy wasn't been there since he without him it's the half of the fun when he's around. You're saying it. So yeah, so this time is about space and it's an interesting topic. I pretty much love about space. We know so much about space than compared to our own oceans. I mean, we had explored the universe with space burrows and telescope and all that for nearly part of about half of a decade or half a century. But we know little of our own ocean, and it's very unusual that we have explored our own backyard, but we haven't barely scratched the surface of our own ocean. We have just what 5% explored our own oceans. It's very strange. I mean, now we have access to the most advanced technology that we can do, but it is as it is. And yeah, um, what else to talk about until the other knuckleheads will show up? Um, well, I can say I finished my writing writing the last, well, not the last, but the latest chapter, chapter 7 of Dark Noah's Revenge. Presumably, presumably that series, all the series, is gonna be released sometime by the end of November or early December. I can't give exact release date on when it's gonna be released. I'm not gonna do that until I have all the final chapters recorded. And just finished writing the chapter 7, so I might say maybe I will record the chapter 7 sometimes this weekend. And I do have chapter 8 and 9 already written down on paper, but I will eventually write down on computer. So Dark Noah's Revenge art series will most likely be, at least presumably, to be released on my channel around December. So I already actually had came up with a new art series that's going to be sometimes next year. I had even worked on it at all at the moment because since I decided to focus on the current auto series first. Next one that's gonna be of MLOP auto series for next year is called Followers of Grugar. I can't give much information about it since I haven't really worked out the details on it that much at the moment. But as it is, hence the name Followers of Grugar, only information I can give about it so far is that the new art series for the year 2024 is going to be about a group of ponies who have been dedicating themselves for centuries, believing that Grugar is a true ruler of of Equestria. But it is as so far as that. And as far as I can say about my Christmas storage gift that I'm working on currently for my channel for next month. Um, Last year I made 12. This year it's gonna be 14. Except for one of them is gonna be my own story gift. But I don't know. I never even. It's I I did actually even knew which give the 13th story for as a friend too, and so um. But yeah, I already had made one of them, so at least one of them are made, and I'm trying to make all the stories text and music. Since last year I made some with audio, well, so I will been a lot of busy with those stories and writing these chapters for Dark Noah's Revenge. That will be chapter 8 and 9, and record those. And it's gonna be a lot of doing that. So, and as Cody said, 6 days left to chapter 6. Yep, it is true. Chapter 6 of MLP Make Your Mark on Netflix. I am still bothered by it, to be honest, and they only make 3 episodes of the next chapter, and then just simply finish it off. Like, ending Make Your Mark, just simple like that. It's heartbreaking. I mean, considering that G4 lasted for nearly 10 years, almost a whole decade, and then decided to bring a whole new generation, which a lot of people were had mixed feelings for. But after the new series came out, people loved it. And as many assumed it's going to be lasting for many years as the previous one did. But did it? Nope, not at all. Each chapter didn't even have that many episodes. Some around, I believe it was around 8 or 10 per season, almost. I was able to split between 6 and 10 episodes. Compared to G4, that series had around 22 to almost 26 episodes per season, and since Megu Mars is gonna end November 23rd, which by the end of those 3 episodes and a feature movie, Secret of Starlight, and is that the name of the hands of Starlight Kalimber? Perhaps we don't know. We have no idea. And at one of the dragons that appeared in a sneak peek of Chapter 6 looked very identical to Spike. And when that came out, all speculation went loose. People assume that is actually Spike that is the final return for G5. But I don't want to break any people's hopes and dreams on that. We don't even know for guarantee of that. Even despite it looked like Spike, it's not confirmed if it's actually Spike. It could have been his son or one of his future descendants that looks like identical to Spike. So until then, we have no idea. It only is speculations, and I do wonder for one thing: will we see by the final defeat of Opaline in this 3 episodes or in this special feature film movie that's going to be released the same day, or will she, or will she be defeated by the main 6 or the main 5 in the continued series known as Tell Your Tale, which is a web series on YouTube, which is gonna which is gonna be the next continuous after Make Your Marks ends. After Make Your Mark ends, Tell Your Tale will continue the storyline of from that. But that web series episodes are only 5 minutes long. And how much? There won't be much enough events enough if just 5 minutes. The other episodes are from G5 Make Your Mark. They're around 20 plus minutes long. So I really don't know if Opaline will be finally defeated in Make Your Marks End or in continue it in the Tell Your Tale. It's at the moment it's very difficult to tell for exactly. And about the dragon that looks Spike. Well, I know that Cody, the Blade Master, is very hesitating to hope that this actually is Spike. But I don't want to break his bubble like that right at the moment. It's it's difficult to tell right now. It could just simply been a dragon that looks like Spike. It could be his son or his descendant or even be himself. Or hey, it could just simply be just another dragon that looks like Spike. Maybe it was just something that the animators just throw in there to make nostalgia. Maybe they just brought in Spike as a nostalgia in to make you mark end. We don't even know that. We don't even know if that is the case. But if that's not Spike himself, that if that is not Spike himself, maybe it's like that. So another thing, I learned earlier this week that I'm pretty much sure most of you know about Has Been Hotel, that this uh, YouTube web series that has a spin-off called Hello Boss. Has Been Hotel actually was originally supposed to be released uh, on TV or a streaming service the summer of at least June 2023, but for some unknown reason, it didn't happen. But now it's confirmed. Has Been Hotel will be released on January 2024 on Prime next year. And they actually even revealed that Lucifer Morningstar, Charlie's father, King of Hell, is going to make an appearance. I am, unfortunately, at the moment, don't have Prime. But after I mentioned this to my dad, and he said, well, we will get Prime when the year came when the series starts. I told them that this series is actually a cartoon series, but it's not PG-13. This is more as for mature audience, like 18 plus, considering of the contents, violence, cursing, nudity, and who will never forget one detail: blood, tons, tons of blood. So yeah. Um, Anyways, let's start with inviting this to knuckleheads. Yeah, Cody. I actually seen uh Hell of a Boss. They have made, I think, 3 seasons of that series, and Has Been Hotel only had made one pilot episode on YouTube, only one, and yeah, so Hell of a Boss is not gonna be really. I did ask my girlfriend about this. Will it be any crossover between Hell of a Boss characters in Has Been Hotel on Prime? I mean, after all, they're in the same universe, they're from the same basic, the same size series, but only spin-off. But apparently, it won't happen because the reason is that the creator, Visipop, which is the channel is named, actually sold the rights to Help a Boss to someone else. So there won't be any crossovers of those characters in Has Been Hotel that's going to be on Prime. But she still owns the some of the rights of the Help of a Boss, I believe, and like some rights to the characters and the designs of that or all that kinds of things. But um, Hell of a Boss or Has Been Hotel is actually a lot of good series, despite some of the not PG-13 contents like violence, some sexuality problems like that, or shootings, all that. As Even though that the fact is a cartoon series and it's not like actual blood, I mean, some people like Game Guy might be able to handle that, but depend on how bad they can tolerate that. Some people might not even handle that at all, but some might just simply can't handle it, knowing that that's just a complete fake. It's not real. But if it was like more CGI or if it's for live action, well, that's a little bit different. Oh, about that. Before we start, um, they later revealed um, next year, as the most latest, I believe, Avatar: The Last Airbender on Netflix will be aired around next year. I do hope, or at least I think. And it's not the same actors as from the first live action movie. There was originally supposed to be that, but it didn't. Based on the first trailer they released from the movie, this new series, I am how to say mixed feelings about it. It's based on what I understand, the same creators of the original series of Avatar, they were part of the project, but they eventually left it because they didn't felt that they weren't going the same direction as they originally had in mind. And it seems as as we all know what happened in the original series, how uh, the reaction when he found out about his people was gone, that he was a sole survivor of the air nomads. After they found the temple, how they found the remains of his mentor slash father figure, how he responded to that being in his avatar state. In new series, they will be more deeply focused on the trauma of that, and very likely even a trauma for Katara and Sokka went through after their mother was kidnapped, were taken, and eventually killed by the Fire Nation, believing that she was the last waterbender of the Southern War tribe. So it will be focused on more deeply into more trauma in those further characters like Aang and Katara, perhaps, and maybe others. And I'm actually looking forward to see at least to watch maybe those first few episodes, but I don't know if I'll continue to watch it. And it's hard to tell if it's going to be a second season or even a spin-off to be making a live action version of Legend of Korra. It's not like on the. I mean, if the first season has a very great popularity, and if they make the other seasons continue to focus on the same book series of the original series, if all those had great success, great views, it's a possibility they might work on a sequel of the spin-off of Legend of Korra. But it's hard to tell right now at the moment. But my opinion about the live action movie of Avatar, oh boy, that was completely absolute flop, like a complete failure. But my opinion about this live action series of Avatar, yeah, I a little bit hesitating mix of those. Right now, it's hard to tell. At least, at least on the animations or special effects might do look actually much different compared to the first live action movie they did. But um, it's yeah, it's hard to tell for well, it's gonna turn out to that. I know that Game Guy and Roy may have some mixed feelings, but if they saw the first trailer of the new Avatar series, and even when I mentioned the first time to this to Game Guy, he was well, let's say he was skeptical about it. Am I right?
That is an understatement.
Yeah, but still, I mean, even if you guys seen the trailer of the new series, honestly, your opinion. If each season that's gonna be focused on each book series, like book Air, book Fire, Earth, like that, and all that throughout the entire series of the Last Airbender, if all of those turn out to be a success, do you guys do honestly believe they might even do Legend of Korra as a live action?
Probably.
Yeah. So even like the Avatar Last Airbender movie, there was supposed to be a trilogy, but after the first movie had so bad ratings and ratings and all that, it became eventually canceled for good reasons. Good reason. And at the same thing as when someone talks about Avatar live action, they're like, what are you talking about? The Last Airbender or those the blue aliens? Well, I can say this: that the one of the blue aliens actually is, from what I understand, they are currently working on uh they actually I think they plan out total of one. Since that they made the second movie recently about a year ago, I think it was total of 5 or 7 movies. So those Blue Willy Aliens Avatar movies gonna be made. I think they're actually currently the development of the third and the fourth movie. I do the next movie is gonna be released sometimes next year, and the fifth around 2025, 26, believe. But yeah, hard to tell. At first, the first movie was actually not that bad, but the second, yeah, I like, yeah, kind of. But the first live action movie of Avatar: The Airbender, oh boy, I don't tell you, wasn't even good. Same thing when I saw Power Rangers 2017 movie they made. Oh boy, don't let me even start on that movie. It wasn't even good at all. I mean, I liked the special effects they made in the movie, but otherwise, it wasn't even that good. I mean, I grew up watching the original Power Rangers. I mean, the first season or the first generation they made, but that's it. The same thing is like for Beyblade. I only saw the first generation of the series, but the rest of the ones, uh, I did actually only saw a little of them from the second. But honestly, though, the second and the rest of the Beyblade that I saw briefly of, uh, it was, I would say, range from 1 to 10, uh, -0. That bad it was. The first one was even better than the other was, but even though they brought back Kai, Tyson, and the others in the second new series of it, but completely different designs. I like they were even matched at first at all. I was like, if you brought back the characters for a new season, a new series of the Beyblade, but make them a new appearance, it doesn't make any sense. Why would you do that? Well, but it's my opinion though. It's just that I mean I do know that a lot of people love Beyblade still, even to this day. And I used to love the series when I was younger, but not as much as anymore. I mean, I lost interest years ago, but I wouldn't mind to watch the first series again, just for nostalgic. Oh boy. So, how you guys been doing up?
I've been doing all right. Yeah,
You're
same
eating
here.
or anything? You're eating?
No, I said I'm doing all right.
Oh, well, since no one else is gonna show up and it is about the questions, are you guys even ready though?
Uh, yeah, sure.
Since Malachite is unlikely to show up, I mean, he's not even online. The only ones that we haven't seen much lately on my streams uh, is Lord and our friendly Canadian Bigfoot, Kubo. I mean, when was the last time we even heard from Kubo in anyways? I know that he
Hmm.
still posts videos on his channel. I mean, I did see that he posted something about on his channel for the past few days, but that's it. I mean, if he still posts things on YouTube, why not say anything on? Just say something on Discord, like say, "Hey guys, I'm still alive. I'm not dead. Sorry, I'm busy or like that." But you know, sometimes I wonder what the guy is even up to these days. We don't even hear a single peep from our friendly Canadian. Oh well, so who's going to go first? You or Roy?
Oh.
Well, you can always use a D20 to see who goes the highest or lowest.
Yeah. You can go first. Didn't I go first last time? I think so. I don't know. Yeah, sure. I can go first, I guess.
Number one, how much did the Apollo program cost? A. $18.8 billion, B. $12.8 billion, C. 20.8 billion, or D. $25.8 billion.
Hmm. Um. I don't know. I'll go with B final.
Uh, did you B or D?
I said B.
B as a B.
Yep.
Wrong, exactly. D. $25.8 billion. That's a huge profit it cost to running the Apollo program from between 1969 to 72. Considering that is just nearly $30 billion just for only a few years. I do wonder if that was the most costly space program that NASA ever has since it formed. But who knows? Number two, how much did it cost for NASA during for their Mariner program? A. $250 million, B. $554 million, C. $348 million, or D. $455 million.
Hmm. That was a loud cracking sound.
Yeah, I'm drinking something.
Hmm. Oh, my throat's all screwed up. I don't know. Hmm. I'll go with D final.
Uh, B or
D.
D? D. 455 million. Ain't wrong, exactly. B. 554 million.
All right.
Number three. When NASA were running their Mercury program, how much did it cost? A. $385 million, B. $277 million, C. $320 million, or D. $390 million.
It's a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Um. uh, A final.
A. Wrong, exactly. B. 277 $277 million.
Hmm.
Number four, how much did it cost for NASA to build their space shuttle? I mean, for like each one, or I don't know if it was actually for each or all together, but this is all I even can figure out. But A, $10.6 billion, B, $7.8 billion, C, $6.8 billion, or D, $9.8 billion.
Hmm. I'll go with D final.
D,
That's what it said.
wrong, exactly A, 10.6 billion.
Dang.
Considering, I mean, if they were cost 10.6 billion per each space shuttle, that would have been like, since they have what, 6 or 8 shuttles total, that'd like be almost 80 billion. That would have been huge profit. But if it costs 10 of all together, it makes more sense. I mean, 80 billion otherwise for all those shuttles together, I really doubt it. I mean, I don't believe the NASA even had that kind of big yearly budget for even like that. So I do believe all the shuttles were cost for 10 billion, but otherwise, I mean, considering how many projects that NASA has do every single year, so I mean, they developing new space program probes, new satellites, especially the James Webb Telescope. That was supposed to be replacing Hubble. That cost a huge profit, and that's going to last for until for a number of years. So personally, I do believe all the ships that the shuttles cost 10 billion. Otherwise, all that 10 each one 100 at least if all those cost 10 billion each, I doubt it. I mean, would you think NASA would pay 80 billion to build that many? And I don't think they even have like 100 or even $200 billion as their yearly budget. I really doubt it, considering how many projects there, how many other projects or things that they're developing. So I doubt even that. Oh, number five, hard question. When did the regular people could visit the International Space Station? When did the first space tours visit the station? A. 2004, B. 2001, C. 2005, or D. 2000? Well,
Um. Hmm. Did he get it right or?
he didn't even get an answer.
I said C.
C. Alright, sorry. Wrong, exactly. B. 2001. So basically anyone can go up there. Um, if your pocket money is not deep enough. Number six. When Apollo 11 had returned back to Earth, they brought a certain amount of moon rocks. How much did they brought back? A. 38 pounds. B. 29 pounds. C. 47 pounds. Or D. 152 pounds.
That's a jump. D, final.
D.
Yeah, D.
Wrong, exactly. C. 47 pounds.
Hmm.
I do believe that there were some people actually biased on the actual moon rocks. I, from what I read about about the moon, is that back in the 60s, they believe that the moon had a magnetic field like Earth has, but later revealed it doesn't even have that. They believe that some of the rocks that they brought back to Earth from the moon simply were had been had been exposed to some event that made them magnetic at one point. But the moon doesn't even have any magnetic field at all whatsoever. And if the moon would have any, well, that's the reason because the moon doesn't even have a liquid core like Earth does. If the moon had, it might just had a stronger magnetic field, and who knows, to, maybe people on the moon wouldn't even be able to jump as much as we do now. Number seven, trick question. Was the first space tourist from the United States? Yes or no?
Which question is this one?
Was the first space
No, what
tourist
number is it?
seven?
7. All right, so this mate. Sorry, I didn't want to take Rose's name by accident. Uh, yes.
Can you think exactly? Yes, and he was the one who visited to space station. Number eight. Which Apollo orbit the moon first before the landing? A. Apollo 5, B. Apollo 10, C. Apollo 8, or D. Apollo 7?
That was Apollo 6. 6 isn't even an option, so. Alright, I'll go with Apollo 7, I guess.
Apollo 7, wrong exactly, Apollo 8. I
Hmm.
don't Yeah, I mean, it could not have been any from but after before or after Apollo 11. As we all know, Apollo 11 was the one to land on the moon. Though there are some people that saying that moon landing was completely made up. It just was made in a studio in Hollywood. And those original Apollo 11 tapes, all that, they're gone, long gone. Either been erased or stored somewhere by top men. I don't even know. Number nine. When were the first space station launched in orbit? A. 1978, B. 1971, C. 1975, or D. 1979?
uh, hmm. Uh, don't know. That's just my answer. No. D final.
D or B?
D.
1979, it will most likely be 1971. Number
Dang.
10. How long did the crew stay on board the first space station? A. 152 days, B. 198 days, C. 220 days, or D. 175 days?
None of the most. See you final.
C. It will most likely D. 175 days. You know,
Hmm.
even to this day, I think the record is something about 330 or 40 days at most. And even despite that they have those equipment on board, like treadmill and all that, despite how much they train, the muscles and the bones still being been affected by the low gravity. But if we manage to somehow create an actual artificial gravity that will be as strong enough as Earth's gravity on board, even that we might be able to stay much longer on the station, maybe as perhaps more than a year. But then there's also is to make the hole maybe thick enough to withstand the cosmic rays. Otherwise, but it's actually very impressive how to see the artifacts between an asteroid before they went to space and after to see how much they've been affected by, the body has been affected, even though they stay there on, if they're only staying for a week, 6 months, or even almost a year. Just to see comparison, like make um how strong, how much effect for your muscles and bones integrity and like that, even after. So it found it. I mean, the study of that is a good help and step into when we were eventually will make our deep space explorations, like leaving our own system. Because one day in the future we will be doing that, going to the next star in the next system, like Alpha Centauri, or maybe even further. So having that as a study will help in the long run. If we hadn't done any of those research, who knows if we'll discover in the future, like astronauts like discover the suffering from cancer or other diseases from the cosmic radiation. Now we have all that in research from the 60s and all that. We know at least that will help us long run, developing new shielding technology of those spaceships, stations, all that. Which is a good thing. Number 11. United States' very first space station, Skylab, was originally intended to last to which decade? A. 1980s, B. 1990s, C. 2000s, or D. 1970s?
Hmm. He's thinking. I don't even know if this is my question or not. I lose track when it's only been like 11 or 12 questions anyway.
Yeah, we had that to
Uh,
question 11.
really? I was kind of just kidding when I said that. All right. I guessed and I somehow got it right. This is how it goes. I don't know. I'll go with D final.
1970s? Wrong, actually A. 1980s. I mean, the station was actually launched in the 70s, but I don't think it's actually lasted for that long. I mean, Skylab, as the as a part of the first, as the name of it. If I remember correctly, one of the first um, space stations one in orbit looked like an old, those old windmills, like like in Holland, in the Netherlands. Like for wings like that. It was just okay. Number 12, hard question. When Skylab re-entered into Earth's atmosphere, some parts landed in the less populated in a country. And in which country was it? A. United States. B. Canada. C. New Zealand, or D. Australia.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna go Canada. Canada. Exactly.
Wrong. Exactly D. Australia.
Well,
But yeah, but even although many of those NASA are planning to have it enter, say, about somewhere in Pacific Ocean, and almost in specific location on the ocean. Sometimes it doesn't end up like that. But I do believe that some people that in Australia did actually have some of the part of the station landed near their property, and it was a lot. A good thing that no one even get hurt by it. Number 13. The first civilian Earth observation satellite, Landsat 1, and when was it launched into orbit? A. 1985, B. 1979, C. 1972, or D. 1990?
hmm. I'll go with C. Final.
You got C. 1972. Ding ding ding, correctly C.
Sweet.
Number 14, trick question. Did Viking 1 land on Mars in the year 1972? Yes or no?
Hmm. That makes me think it did, but it didn't do it in that year. Hmm. Yeah, I'll go on my gut. I guess no. I'm saying no.
Ding ding ding, correctly no.
Figured. I feel like it's either
Number,
they didn't or it was just another year. I don't know.
I believe, well, they were
Probably
in
did.
they were sometimes in the 70s. I don't even remember correctly exact year, but it was in the 70s. Number
Hmm.
15. How many probes were part of NASA's Mariner program? A 13, B 10, C 12, D 14.
B final.
B,
Yeah.
ding ding ding, exactly B 10.
What? I totally guessed that. By the way, you're too good. I am too good.
Number 16, hard question. How many photos did NASA's probe Mariner 9 take of Mars? A 5,650, B 7,329, C 6,842, or D 4,585?
This wasn't that long ago, was it?
Mariner 9 was around in the 70s, I believe.
Oh, never mind. Um. Hmm. I don't know. Yeah, whatever. I'll go with B final.
B,
Yep.
ding ding ding, exactly B. 7,329 pictures of photos.
Oh.
I don't know if you guys knew this, though. NASA only sends probes to Mars only during a certain time of the year. Do you know when?
Nope.
When Mars and Earth is at the closest.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yep, considering the distance. So when the further away they are, and much longer time will take for the probe to reach Mars from Earth, and as it's closer they are, I believe that's only that they only had a short window in each 6 months that happens. It's like say if when Earth is the closest, let's say to Jupiter, same thing. That time window is only short. I mean, it's like say you were sending if you're sending a probe, say from we send New Horizon to Pluto, it took about 7 or 8 years to even arrive. So considering from that, and even we would send one to Mercury, it still takes a number of years for even to reach. They have to first orbit around Earth, maybe one or two times around Venus to get an extra boost of its like a slingshot maneuver in order to arrange an orbit around Mercury. I mean that depends on location where Mercury or Venus or the planet is in the system at the time. So Mars and Earth is takes about 6 months each, a short window. But if we send something to Moon, that's not even much an issue. That takes even not that much. We can send something to the Moon at almost at any time, despite if the Moon is on the side of the planet at the time. It still takes maybe just 1 or 2 days, or maybe 3 days for it to reach. So I didn't even know about Mars, and the distance between Mars and Earth was there's only a short window between each 6 months. So it makes sense, like saving in fuel perhaps, and so same thing is for when we're going to send people to Mars. They will follow the same principle about in that time frame of about 6 months when Earth and Moon, the Mars and Earth is closest. But it's interesting to learn more about that though. Anyways, number 17. In what year did Canada launch the first communication satellite Hermes CTS? A. 1978, B. 1976, C. 1980, or D. 1975?
Hmm. I don't know. I guess I'll just go with, I don't know, C final.
C. 1980. Rolls active B. 1976.
Hmm.
Yeah, I can say this. Every country in the world doesn't even have their own official space agency like NASA, Russia's, or Japan's has their own. Even though some countries do have their own space program, but not as big as much as NASA or the European Space Agency or Russia's version. I mean, Sweden, we also have our own space program, but we haven't even that big enough to send people out into space. Our own program is so big enough that we only send where almost like only a few satellites in orbit or some some probes in the low orbit, and it stay there for only maybe just a day or so before they land back crash down the surface again. But Sweden actually cooperating with the uh, European Space Agency, Russia, and even NASA from time to time for different projects. Makes sense though. I mean, even my country's very small space program can always be um, provide things with some other bigger ones. I mean, uh, Japan Space Agency they weren't even became a much. officially until 2003, actually. NASA was until like 1958. I think Russia's were on sometimes also, I believe in 1957 when they launched Sputnik 1. All the different, I mean, even Taiwan has its own space program, but they hadn't even able to send people up to space their own. Some of them only as small ones that can only send probes, even satellites. South Korea even have their own space program. They only been able to send uh, maybe just a TV satellite or even weather satellite in orbit, but that's it. If you compare to those bigger ones, like the real thing, like the big, if someone like say big space agency program or space program, they immediately think of NASA, Russia, or even something like that. If you think have a space program, they might have. Some countries had a space program, but some of them actually dismantled or disbanded those. Depend on how big the countries are, or if there are any resources for that. I mean, my country, even we do have a lot of research, but they don't even big enough for even. I don't even we have the yearly economics for the finances for that. I mean, compared to like NASA or Russia. So, oh boy, those are bigger ones. Number 18. Which one of the space shuttles was made first and used for space travel? A. Discovery. B. Columbia. C. Challenger. Or D. Atlantis.
The D final.
Atlantis? Wrong exactly. C. The B. Columbia. The second shuttle to be destroyed. I remember Columbia was the one of them that had this fault in the heating shield, but I don't remember what's it the cause of Challenger's explosion. I know that it exploded after like takeoff, 86, but I don't remember if there was something about the fuel tank or something. It's I may have to look up more into that, but you know I remember the day when the Challenger, like the Columbia, exploded. That was about 12 or 13 at the time when it happened. You know, there were actually survivors from Columbia, not only the human crew. The crew actually have a cargo of worms on board, which somehow survived. Oddly, though. But I think I do believe it was one of the astronauts who were on Columbia or Challenger was actually a former school teacher. Because I remember it was one of those channels that had a former school teacher as a part of the one of the crew, a female teacher actually, and did survive. But I don't remember from which one though. But there were either of those. Okay, number 19. How many missions did Columbia perform until the day when it was destroyed in 2003? A. 18. B. 30. C. 22. D. 28.
Uh, I say D final.
D. 28.
Hmm.
B. Did incorrect exactly. B. D. 28. I think they actually, after the space shuttles were retired, some of them actually were. I think they were actually all of them were put on auction that anyone could buy. Were those for the were put for an auction? But I don't think all of them were destroyed. I think some of them would actually end up in Smithsonian or something. There was one, Enterprise. I don't think Enterprise was actually used much. As I don't know though. Um, Number 20. Which nation was the third to put a person in space in the year 2003? A. India. B. China. C. Japan. Or D. Germany.
I'm gonna say China. So
You
whatever
said
China is, I'm gonna go with yeah.
B. China. They didn't exactly China.
I actually did know
Ooh.
that. So
Okay. I don't know if you know about this one though, but uh, which space shuttle did Sweden's first astronaut travel into the International Space Station? A. Atlantis. B. Inventor would C. Discovery or D. Columbia.
that boy. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know.
Is Atlantis,
I'm gonna go
Inventor,
with
Discovery, or
I
Columbia?
guess I guess I'm gonna go with B final.
B. Inventor. Wrong exactly. C. Discovery. Because it could not be in Columbia. Because Columbia was destroyed three
I at
years
least knew
earlier.
that. Like
I do think it was around. Wait. When did. Oh, come on. Nope. Come on. When did he go? Yeah, it was 2006 when he went to space. So that was 3 years later. Okay, number 22. Oh boy. This is a little bit a tricky problem. It's not a trick question or a hard question, but it's a bit tricky. How many craters does the smallest planet Mercury have? A. 9,500, B. 12,000, C. 30,000, or D. 28,000?
you want to know what the craziest part is? I think I actually know this one. What? How the hell do you know this? I'm not sure though. I need to think for a second. I'm pretty sure I know this. I swear
All
to
right.
God, if you actually know this, I'm gonna lose my mind.
What's the answer?
Can you repeat the?
The answer is 9,500, 12,000, 30,000, or 28,000.
Okay, and it's Mercury, right?
Yeah.
Mercury. I'm thinking. Give me a sec. I need to know. I need to think because I think I might know this, but I'm not sure. Good. This computer would actually let me hear you. That'd be great. Leave my computer out of this. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I'm like, here's the thing. Mercury is tiny, and the thing is, it's so small that it's like, hmm, 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 hmm. I don't know. I'm thinking like so hard right now. This guy, I swear to God, I know this. I absolutely know this. Give me a second. I'll figure it out. Okay, well, Kyle's gonna try to figure out if he can understand how many Mercury related things there are. Ah, that doesn't help. That fucking weird ass, whatever that was. I know this. I know this. I don't know this. Oh, I can't think. This poor guy. Uh, uh,
Maybe eat
I'm,
some carrots.
he's thinking so hard right now. Mercury's not that big. That's the problem. How many how many creators could it possibly have? But then again, I hear, if I can remember this right, I think it takes up like 65% of Mercury for some reason, because obviously that's just how it works. Uh Answers again.
All right. 9,500, 12,000, 30,000, or 28,000.
See, thing is, I know it's not C because it wouldn't be that would be too much. B and D sound right, and then A feels like it's too little. Hmm. Just go with what you think it is. I think it might be D. How would 65% of craters on a tiny planet even be? Because 65 isn't that much. Actually, 60, that's a lie. 65 is a crap ton.
Uh, Whoops. Um, I may have to correct the questions there, the answers. I just looked it up and it was not even close to that. So I will give you new answers.
Oh, for God's sake. I'm trying to do math over here.
Don't worry, it's less than that was before. It's either 900, 1200, 414, or 1500.
Okay, I can handle that at least. Now I have to. Now I have to rethink. I'm thinking. I'm thinking. I am thinking. It can't be that much. Wait, hold on. A faint memory passes by. I think I might know it. Do you actually? I didn't know. I thought I knew it before, but then I was like, those don't sound right. That's why I was like thinking so hard. But Pretty sure it's 414. So I'm gonna go with that.
Final.
Yeah.
Ding ding ding. Correct. Exactly 414. You think the reason is why I
What?
did change this because yeah, I first when I looked up how many craters Mercury have, the first one for some odd reason, the first number I could find was 30,000. Like, how in the world does it make
That
sense?
is,
Because
yeah,
that,
that's not right.
yeah, because I mean, considering the moon is about a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller than Mercury, and it even had close to that. So I just used recently just looked it up, and it's 414 craters of the surface. As this, that's the recent number count was back from 2021. So it was like, I mean, considering it's I think Mars has around 200 or 300,000 craters total. So that part makes sense. And so yeah, 414 makes sense. I mean, what if we discovered it's like if Pluto has 1,000 or maybe 1,200 craters, but if it's all like, oh yeah, then no, it's like it could have been much more than that, like say 10,000. Uh, it wouldn't be impossible for Mercury to even have S 30,000. I mean, it depends, of course, on the sizes and how the distance between each others. Despite being the smallest planet, but it wouldn't be impossible for that size of planet to have 30,000 or even 20,000 craters. I mean, considering how many craters on the moon are very big and others are smaller, so it's not impossible for a planet that size of that's bigger than the moon itself to have as 20 or 30,000 craters on it. But 100,000? Now that's a total impossible. Otherwise, unless the craters are less than 1 feet each in across. But yeah, but
Or maybe there's
414.
craters in craters.
True.
Crater
That
section.
actually have
Exactly.
that is that's actually is has been recorded. The moon actually has several double craters in each other. At least as far as I know, though. But Mercury, if it had 414, or I mean, the last known count was four from 2021. I wouldn't be surprised if the next several years will discover some more undiscovered craters and numbers can go for up to
Also,
500.
you wanna know something really stupid? They name every single crater. Do they actually? Yep, it's
Yeah.
ridiculous. It's so stupid. I don't know why
Same
they
thing
name
of
them. They just name them. The
well,
moons
then
I
the
at
same
least
thing is
get, but like, why craters?
who knows?
Mm.
I mean, the same thing is for the moon. The moon has several hundred or maybe a thousand craters, and all of them are named after some famous explorers or astronomers like Kepler or Galileo or something like that. And yeah, and even like say since recently this year when since the last count of records of Jupiter's moons was 65, which now is now 95, and Saturn, which has 146 moons total. And here's the thing: most of the moons of Saturn or even Jupiter may not even had official names yet. Some only have a number. But most of those moons aren't even like if I mean if we look say from the most typical moons around Saturn and Neptune or Jupiter, it's like you immediately think of Ganymede, Europa, Io, or Titan. They're all big, square, circle-shaped moons. But Saturn and Jupiter could also have other moons that are not even round. They could be like Mars moons, football to Deimos. They can be just like some asteroid-shaped moons. Just imagine, like, if Earth has 140 moons. Like, damn, that's a lot of moonrise.
Mm.
uh, but yeah, it's like the number of craters on Mercury. Yeah, I was like 30,000. I was like, first, whoa, that's a lot. But recently, when I just checked, it's not even closer. It's not even a thousand. But you know, the numbers could increase. You know, it's possible that it can be new craters on the being formed on the surface. Depends on if the asteroids or comets to impact with Mercury or even other planets in the system. It's possible. Happens all the time. Okay, number 23. How many years did Spirit drive around on Mars' surface? A. 6 years. B. 4 years. C. 8 years. Or D. 5 years.
Hold up. It's 2023. You took my question. Oops.
No, we were at 22 for Spirit Mercury.
Yeah, he went first. So he just took my question.
Oh boy, again.
Not bad. To be fair, that question fits more me than you. Whatever. Nah, I'll take the double question then. All right. All right. What are we dealing with here? That
Um, how many years did Spirit, the Moon and Mars rover, drive around on the surface of Mars? 6 years, 4 years, 8 years, or 5 years?
hmm. Wait. Years on Mars or years like on Earth?
Earth years.
I had to make sure. Um, I guess. Well, if you're gonna go that way, then yeah, I'm gonna go 5 years.
Wrong fact is A. 6 years.
Well, now it's one off, so at least
Number
you get a second
24.
shot.
How many years did Opportunity drive around on Mars' surface? A. 8 years. B. 9 years. C. 11 years. Or D. 14 years.
I think I might know this actually. Uh, I think it's C final. Really? Hmm. I remember being 14.
You said
I'm going with C.
C. Wrong
Again.
exactly. D. 14 years.
Yeah, I had a. Damn it, Kyle knew that.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Here's the here's the thing. They actually arrived to Mars same year, but just a different uh, Opportunity and Spirit arrived to Mars around January 3rd and 24th, same year for 2004. But um, but since Opportunity drove around for 14 years, while Spirit for only 6 years. The reason is why there's so many years in between is because Spirit ended up being stuck, and an Opportunity drove around for that longer because eventually it gets stuck themselves. And they weren't even supposed to last for even 6 or even as 10 or 14 years. They were supposed to last for only about, I think, 1 or 2 years at most, but that's it. But they consider the longest drive around. And the thing is about what those rovers say use solar power. And Mars has a huge problem with the sandstorms. And The thing was that an opportunity or spirit that actually was covered in dust, which prevented the sunlight to recharge its battery. And
Hmm.
the people on NASA were really skeptical of this going to work or not anymore. But for some reason, they were completely cleaned off at one point, and they even went to put both the rovers and in some sort of sleep mode one point or several times in their life to save the battery and all that. Which, but considering that Spirit and Opportunity ran on Mars for so long, we learned more about the surface. Okay, I don't know if you guys know this, but the weirdest photo of Mars, which is known as Martian Sasquatch. It
Ah.
looks like, yeah, there were some photos taken of Mars surface um, that looks like a Sasquatch running on Mars,
Hmm.
but it turned out to be fake. And of course, I'm pretty sure you guys know about the famous or the infamous Mars face. Am I right?
I know about it. Of course, you
Yeah, and
do.
that was from that one was from the first photo was taken from the 70s. It looks like a giant human head on the surface.
Hmm.
But later in I believe it was around 2000 or 2003, I believe it was from between 2000 and 2005, where another orbital Mars probe took a photo of that region, and they managed to take a photo of the exact same place where this giant face were. But to many people's disappointment, it was just that, a rock, no face. I mean, considering that in the 70s and in the early 2000s, how much those photos or the camera quality was much different. In the 70s, they weren't even colored; they were only black, white, and gray. So understanding about that there were these shadows, and based on the technology back then, why did they many people assumed or even believed this giant head was a sign of remnant of an advanced Martian civilization, or at least a primitive one. But later, when a new probe took a photo, showed that there weren't any of that. There was just a simple natural rock and nothing else. And there had been a lot of many photos that had been taken of Mars. Some say that they had seen discovered some supposed to be remnants of buildings, some sort of doorway into the mountains, or even the same thing on Mars, on the Moon. Some claim that seen a pyramid off the Moon's backside, and even some supposed secret base or something. But it's just like that. A photo, it's just like how we interpreted those that type of photos. People assume immediately, oh yeah, that's a sign of alien intelligence, but not necessarily. It can just be a natural formation. I mean, there has been pyramids discovered in Antarctica, but those were natural form pyramids shaped mountains. People are always assumed that there's a sign of an undiscovered intelligence prior to humans or something, but it's definitely not like that. Number 25. NASA's astronaut Jessica Meir was born in the United States, but she has a dual citizenship, and which is other the nationality? A. British, B. German, C. Swedish, or D. Japanese.
Give Sweden some love. See, final.
They didn't exactly C. And I do believe she was actually also in space. and at the station. So
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay,
in
I'm down.
so indirectly, she's the second Swedish person in orbit in space. But I don't know. Number 26. How much did it cost to build Mars rover Opportunity? A. $150 million, B. $320 million, C. $400 million, or D. $290 million.
Can I give this question to Kyle? Nope. All right. How many questions is this quiz anyway?
26.
No, how many questions like total are is this
Uh,
quiz?
ooh, about
80.
81. Yep.
All right. I had to make sure. All right. I'll go with I guess B. Final.
B. Wrong exactly. C. $400 million.
Dang.
Number 27. Hard question. In our galaxy, Milky Way galaxy is said to have a certain amount of stars. How many stars is there in our galaxy? A. 98 billion, B. 100 billion, C. 150 billion, or D. 180 billion.
Give me another minute. I think I might know this. Are you serious? How the hell did you come across? How many stars are in this galaxy? You learn a lot of things when you're on the internet as much as I am. I just don't get it. Oh, jeez. I swear to God, if he actually knows this, I'm gonna lose my mind. Can you repeat the answers?
98 billion, 100 billion, 150 billion, or 180 billion.
Makes sense. All right, B final. B for billion.
100 billion? Ding, incorrect exactly. 100 billion.
What? How do you know that?
But, but, that is
I just
estimated.
do.
But that is estimated what they believe to exist. Here's the thing.
I'm just
We
so
can
confused of how
even,
Kyle knows all this.
I mean, if that depends
Oh.
on if he reads on it online. But here's the thing about this: we can see other distant galaxies, and we can count or at least make some estimation of how many stars in those galaxies, like Andromeda. But our own galaxy, that's impossible to tell exact number because we don't even have any satellites or any probes that are even outside our own galaxy. So this is only like an estimation of how many stars there is in our galaxy. We know which type of galaxy it is, but we know that it's 100,000 light years across, but we don't exactly, even though the number is like 100 billion, the number could even be much higher than that. Could be 200 or even 300 billion, or even just simply 250 billion. Who knows? So we don't even know exactly the exact number of stars. Until we be able to see our own galaxy from a distant, and then we may be able to count some of the stars. But until then, it's only estimation of this. But still, 100 billion is a lot of stars.
Counting them all would probably be so tedious, though.
Yeah, and they even estimate that
I'm so
Andromeda,
lost right now.
but they estimate that Andromeda has around 400 billion stars or something, which is yeah. Anyways, number 28. There is a lake on the moon Titan that's named Ontario Lacus, and how big is it? A. 2,000 square miles. B. 3,500 square miles. C. 6,000 square miles. Or D. 5,800 square miles.
Sorry, I'm still a little befuddled about how you knew that question. You know how Malachite knows a lot about locomotives and like cars and stuff like that? Yeah. Space is like my version of that.
Same.
Hmm. I thought it was the back rooms. That's my second locomotive thing.
I mean, anyone can have
Also,
a,
I thought it was Mario. That's number three.
you know, anyone can have a. I mean, I have two passions: history and space. So, to me, I had read a lot of history, including my own country, your country, the rest of the world. Space, same thing. I have read so much about space since I was a kid. And since the new things have been discovered every single day, and new information added that some been updated some old information that we had. So it's like that. I know exactly what Kyle means, and if you really are so passionate about some topic like space or backrooms or Mario, it's understandable how you know so much about it. I mean, if you study this on some, if you really much into some big topic, say maybe about, uh, say maybe gym or something like that, it's understandable you will know more about that and than we rest of us are. I
I
mean, if you
guess.
were a lot of, I mean, if you were some, say, if you were a big fan of sports, any kinds, hockey, football, you name it, and you may have know a lot more about sports rules and all like that, and like me, I really don't know nothing about sports. And I don't know if Guile knows much about sports either. I mean, he was like, "How can you know so much about sports?" And like the same thing is as for you. So, anyways, uh, did you even answer for the question?
I didn't. I was too. I was too confuzzled.
Yeah,
Anyway, can you repeat the question?
there is a lake on the moon Titan that's named Ontario Locus. How big is it? 2,000 square miles, 3,500 square miles, 6,000 square miles, or 5,800 square miles?
I think I might know this too, actually. Oh, I swear to God. You need to get off the internet. You need to get off the gym. Okay, that's a good
Fair
rebuttal.
point.
I can at least appreciate that. I don't know. A final?
You said A? Okay, for my answer, what do you think, Kyle?
I'm pretty sure it's C. Did he actually get it right? I swear to God.
Roy?
What?
You got it right. It's 6,000
What?
square miles.
How did you find that? Listen, it's the internet. Is this how it's gonna be? I'll grab that D20 right now. You said no.
Okay,
Let's not do the D20. Maybe me and you.
but to be
I'll grab
fair,
my right now. I swear to
dude, okay, okay, to be
God.
fair, if this was his questions, and even though I had read a lot of space and even our own soul system, I may have got the wrong answer.
I know, but it's
Even the
so shocking that you
Yeah,
knew that.
I mean, to be
What could
honest,
I
I
say?
don't know. I mean,
Oh, goodness
even though
gracious.
I know a lot of our system, but there are things about this I don't even know myself. There are still things about it I don't even never heard of, but who knows? Number 29, Earth's space telescope Hubble was replaced by a new space telescope called James Webb Telescope. And when will Hubble re-enter Earth's atmosphere? A. Mid 2050s. B. Mid 2030s. C. Mid 2060s. or D, mid 2040s?
See, this one I don't know. Well, at least I'll get ready to straight. My God. If I had to guess, I'd probably say maybe like mid 50s. So yeah, A final.
It was actually B, 2030s.
Hmm. I don't know if like technology would be that advanced like in 7 years though. So that wasn't
Yeah,
fair. Hmm.
but I
That's
mean,
fair.
considering at least that, considering how long Hubble served for NASA since 1990 until I think it was last year, so that is
Damn.
32 years. So they served it for 32 years at most. And even though that I don't think if Hubble is even still active or if it is still if they're still using it or not. If they're not,
They
they
probably
will
are.
just
I mean,
yeah, if they are, they will still they will orbit around Earth until mid 2030s. But it could also end up in entering in Earth atmosphere even earlier. Who knows? Depends on since there are tons of debris in orbit. Things like that could always hit the station, the telescope, and it can crash into Earth's atmosphere even earlier. It happens all the time with a lot of debris. I mean, I think it's like what 12 or even as 50,000 objects in orbit, small as small as as small as a bullet, others as big as maybe as a melon. Who knows? Okay, I don't know if Kyle knows this one, but it's your question. Number 30. How far away is the most distant object from us? A. 10 billion light years. B. 8 billion light years. C. 13 billion light years. Or D. 9 billion light years.
guess what? I think I know what it is. I swear to God, if you get this right, I'm gonna lose it. I'll go with the furthest, I guess. C final. Why not? For fun, I'm gonna just say D.
C.
I'm pretty sure it's D. Yeah, I'm saying C.
C. Ding ding ding, correct.
Or
Actually,
maybe
13
D.
billion light years.
Oh, never mind. They C didn't get it right again.
Okay. Number 31. Hard question. Oh, this name is gonna kick my own ass. But okay. There is a black hole that's called ULAS G1342 plus 0928. Yep, that's its actual name. And it's the most distant from Earth. How many light years is this black hole located? A. 14.46 billion light years. B. 29.46 billion light years. C. 18.6 billion light years. D. 21.46 billion light years.
No wonder that's the black hole that's in the middle of our galaxy. Hmm.
There is,
I know there
but
is.
it
I'm just
can,
wondering if that's the one is like specifically talking about.
uh, it's not possible.
Hmm.
I mean, if this is this black hole is several billion light years away, and the one is since our galaxy is only 100,000 light years across,
Oh,
so
that's not a terrifying uh, concept to worry about at all. Anyway, I'm gonna go with D final.
D ain't wrong. It's actually B, 29.36 billion light years away.
29.
Ooh,
All right. I thought D
yeah.
was the highest. That's why I went for it.
Number 32, the black hole ULS, okay, ULS G1342 plus 0928 is estimated to have many times bigger than our own suns. And how many times the mass is the black hole compared to our sun? A, 250 million, B, 360 million, C 550 million, or D 800 million?
Kyle, help me out here. Nope. God, really? I don't know this one. At least I don't think I do. Hmm. All right, fine. I don't know. A final?
No, exactly D 800 million.
I was gonna say it was D. Oh my god, Kyle.
Okay, okay. Since he has right so many times so far, I wonder if he even knew this one. Number 33. For many years, we have discovered many new exoplanets in our galaxy. And how far is the most furthest planet away from Earth that we discovered? A. 25,000 light years. B. 12,000 light years. C. 18,000 light years. Or D. 14,000 light years.
Yeah, that jumps too much. A final.
A. D. Exactly. A. Okay,
I would
number
have gone with that too,
34.
actually.
Number 34, hard question. In 2015, an article of a new discovery star system was found called 30 Ari, and the system consists of a number of suns. And how many stars does this system consist of? A. 2 stars. B. 4 stars. C. 3 stars. Or D. 6 stars.
Uh, I'm gonna say 4 stars.
Final?
Yeah.
Ding, 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 exactly 4.
Sweet. That's almost a perfect rating.
I mean,
And
considering at least one thing, Alpha Centauri system, for example, that is a system that consists of 3 stars. I mean, I think I heard this was a fictional star system that had, what was it, 8
yeah, 6 sounded
stars.
a much. So.
Well, you never know. We just discover new things all the time. Number 35, trick question. Are the star system 30 already located 242 light years away from Earth? Yes or no?
Yes.
Ain't wrong, exactly no. Only 136 light years from Earth.
Ah,
Number
dang.
36. There is a star system located 250 light years from Earth in the Earth's major constellation, and this system it consists of a number of stars. How many does the stars this system have? A 3, B 4, C 2, or D 5?
Hmm. Uh, I'll go with B final.
4 ain't wrong, exactly D 5.
I was gonna say 5. Kyle!
Okay,
How do
smart
you
ass.
know? Stop.
Okay, Mr. Game Guy,
Give
aka
myself a half point.
Smartass. Well, okay, Game Guy, aka Smartass. Do you know this one? Within our own galaxy, Milky Way, there is an estimate to have a certain number of black holes. How many black holes does our galaxy have? A. 80 million. B. 100 million. C. 60 million. Or D. 90 million.
You.
If
Wow.
you get
You.
this right, I will be really stunned.
Can you, can you repeat the question? You kind of glitched out.
Within our galaxy, there are estimated to have a certain number of black holes. How many black holes does our galaxy have? A. 80 million. B. 100 million. C. 60 million. Or D. 90 million.
Hmm. I'm gonna say 100 million. If that's one of the things, I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah, B 100 million. They didn't correct exactly
Yeah,
100 million. I mean,
Kyle.
like, that's.
Oh, hold on.
Meantime, I will take a short break.
I might decide. She wanted to call us for some reason. I'm not too sure why. Seriously though, how the hell do you know all this stuff? Like I said, once you hang around the internet long enough, you just know these things. Hmm. I guess that makes sense. Yeah. They're gonna win. Maybe. Hmm.
Alright, I'm back. Are you guys still there?
Yeah, we're still here. Don't worry, we haven't died yet. We're getting to it.
Alright.
Yikes! Don't say that.
What did he say?
Don't worry about it. Anyway, so what's next? What's the next question? What do we got? What's happening?
Number 38. Astronomers discovered a new star system that is known as TYC 7037 89 1, and its very first known system that has a number of stars in it. And how many? A7, B4, C3, or D6?
I don't know. I'll go with B. Final.
B4.
Yeah.
Wrong, exactly. D6.
Hmm. Would you look at that?
I mean, it's incredible that a system that can have 6 stars. Just imagine 6 sunsets and 6 sunrise. That would be a lot of sailing, sunbathing a lot. The question is, if there's a planet in the habitable zone in that system, can actually even contain life? Hmm, who knows? Number 39. How many light years across is the vast universe? A. 48 billion light years. B. 55 billion light years. C. 68 billion light years. Or D. 94 billion light years.
There's no way you know this. D final.
What?
D final.
Roy, he got
What?
it right. He got it right.
What? But that. But you. But that doesn't make. Okay. I don't understand. How does he know so much about this topic? I never thought I'd see the day where someone would actually know more about space than Malachi knows about anything like vehicle related. To be fair, I know a lot about the backrooms. I I don't even know what to say. My God. Jeez Louise. How did you get that right?
All right.
Mm.
Number 40. Our neighbor galaxy Andromeda is quite a big galaxy. How many light years across is the Andromeda? A. 200,000 light years. B. 110,000 light years. C. 180,000 light years. Or D. 150,000 light years.
Uh, C final.
C.
Yeah.
It wrong. Exactly. A. 200,000.
Hmm.
Number 41. Our galaxy is said to have to be quite big across. How many light years is that our own galaxy? A. 90,000 light years. B. 110,000 light years. C. 100,000 light years. Or D. 125,000.
You don't know this, do you? Let me think. Oh my God. I swear to God. So it's how far across in light years is the Milky Way? Is what you're asking?
Hmm.
Right. I don't know how anyone would know that, except for this guy. Hmm. Can you repeat the answers?
90,000 light years, 110,000 light years, 100,000 light years, or 125,000 light years.
I'm pretty sure it's C final.
Uh, D.
C 100,000.
C. D. D. Incorrect. Exactly. C.
Oh my God. I don't need the
Oh,
D20 this time. Oh my goodness.
okay. Next is Roy's question, but I really would be shocked if even the game guy knows this answer though. Hard question number 42. Within our neighbor galaxy and of the Andromeda is said to contain a quite number of stars. How many stars our neighbor galaxy have? A. 1 trillion. B. 300 billion. C. 600 billion. or D, 400 billion?
It can't be that much. I'll go with C. Final 600,000 billion. I mean,
600? 600 million billion?
yeah. For fun, I'm gonna say I think it might be A. Just because why not?
C ain't wrong. Roy, he got
No
right.
way! Oh my god!
Yeah.
Kyle! I don't understand. I just don't get it, dude. Okay, that's kind of funny actually. I just don't get it, dude.
I mean, considering for one thing,
Just don't.
our
Oh my
galaxy
god.
is 100,000 light years across and is estimated to be a 100 billion. And Andromeda is twice as long and it consists of 1 trillion stars. I mean, that is insane. And he actually got right on it. It's like, oh boy. Three.
Space. Isn't it great?
The local group,
Mm.
no, not at all.
Which is why you
The
made a
local
quiz off
group,
it.
number four, the rate. The local group that consists of 30 galaxies. They're estimated to have a quite a number of, to have a quite of a diameter. And how big is the diameter of this local group? A, 5 million light years. B, 9 million light years. C, 12 million light years. Or D, 10 million light years.
Okay, surely you don't know this. B final.
B,
Yeah, B.
ain't wrong, exactly. D, 10 million.
Finally! I didn't actually. I didn't know that one. So
Number 44. Within a local group, which one of the galaxies are the third largest? A, Andromeda. B, Milky Way. C, uh, tri- Triangulum. Or D, Large Magellan Cloud.
hmm. Uh not sure. I guess I'll go with B final.
B,
Yep. That's what I went with.
ain't wrong, exactly. C, Triangulum.
Darn.
Number 45. Of all the stars, of all the stars we have discovered in our universe, there is one that is the most heaviest, known as R16 R1 R136A1. And how many solar masses does this star have? A 120, B 250, C 180, or D 230?
Hmm. Hold on, I'm thinking. No possible way, my guy. A final.
Wrong, exactly. B 250.
Hmm.
Number 46. How many light years is the heaviest star R136A1 located from Earth? A 100,000 light years, B 148,000 light years, C 163,000 light years, or D 155,000 light years.
Um, is this my question or is this yours?
It's 46.
4 6. So that's me. Um, hmm. Hold on. Didn't you go last turn? Did I? I
About
don't
the
remember.
how many solar masses? That was your question, King.
No, I mean I thought Roy went like by accident last turn when it was mine. I don't think I did.
Maybe.
Whatever. Hmm. I'll go for. Or wait, no, this is your question. Damn right it is. I'm gonna go with I'll go with B final.
B or D?
B.
B. Rolls like the C. 163,000 light years. Number 47. Hard question. In our galaxy, there is a supermassive black hole that's called uh, Sagittarius A. How many light years is it from Earth? A. 38,000 light years. B. 26,000 light years. C. 45,000 light years. Or D. 18,000 light years.
Hold on, give me a few. Oh my god.
If he gets this right, I will lose my mind.
Of course you know this. Well, I think I do. Can, can you repeat the question real quick?
In our galaxy, there is a supermassive black hole that's called Sagittarius A. How many light years away is it from Earth? 48,000 light years, 26,000 light years, 45,000 light years, or 18,000 light years?
Hmm. I'm pretty sure it's B final. Whatever the one was 25,000. If it was the 25,000.
26,000?
The 26.
I'm gonna lose my mind. Ding ding
You
ding,
got it right,
exactly
didn't you?
B. Yeah.
Oh my god. What is happening right
I
now?
really okay. Next is your question, Roy. But I really doubt that he even get this. But anyways, number 48. How many solar masses has the largest black hole that have been discovered? A. 12 billion. B. 45 billion. C. 22 billion. Or D. 30 billion.
Yeah, I'll go with the most, I guess. B final. Yeah, for
D.
fun, I'll say D. That's a B.
B. And it wrong, exactly D. 30 billion.
Oh my god! Kyle!
He he didn't even though he didn't knew this one over once, he only gets this. Good thing too.
How do you know this? I
Oh
just
boy.
know. Goodness gracious.
Anyways, number 49. In our galaxy, there is the smallest black hole, and it's only a few times larger than our own sun. How many times larger is it our own sun? A, 2 times, B, 4 times, C, 5 times, or D, 3 times?
I'm gonna go with the most logical one. I'm gonna go with 3 times. Final.
D,
Yeah,
can I kick his ass?
he got it right, didn't he? I'm just too
Yeah,
good.
it's
Oh
D,
my
3 times.
god, Kyle. That to be fair, that made the most sense to me. So I actually didn't know that, but 3 times sounded right.
Or 2. What else?
Ay,
What else?
ay. Yeah, but
Okay,
two seemed like it was like too short. So like I don't know.
hmm,
Hmm.
number 50. The smallest black hole is located a certain distance from Earth, and how many light years is it from us? A, 1500 light years, B, 1200 light years, 1600 light years, or D, 2500 light years.
That is a big gap. So I'm gonna go with D. Final.
D, 2500.
Yeah.
Wrong, exactly A, 1500 light years away.
Did you do that too? Do you want the answer to that? No, I don't actually.
Oh boy. Number 51. How many light years away is the galaxy known as Messier 87 located from Earth? A, 42 million light years. B, 38 million light years. C, 53 million light years. Or D, 35 million light years.
Hmm. I actually don't know this, but it can't be that far, right? I just I'm gonna go with logic again. I'm gonna go with A. Final.
A, 42 million. Wrong, exactly. C, 53 million.
That's actually the most. I was thinking,
Yep.
but I figured it wouldn't be that far away, but I was wrong.
Number 52. On Pluto's moon Charon's south pole, there is a crater known as Vader, after Darth Vader, and is estimated to be quite big. And how big is it? A, 32 miles, B, 60 miles, C, 45 miles, or D, 55 miles. Even though the name Vader is unofficially, I believe it is.
Hmm. Uh, I'll go with B. Final.
B, 60 miles.
Yeah.
Ding ding ding, correctly B, 60 miles. Number
Sweet.
53. Of all the stars in our galaxy, Milky Way is estimated about 80% is red dwarfs. And how many red dwarf stars is there in our galaxy? A, 40 billion, B, 30 billion, C, 50 billion, or D, 60 billion. And I really will slap my face if we get this right.
It's red dwarfs, right? That's what we're looking
Mhm.
for.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Oh, it is. Oh. Hmm. Can you repeat the answers again? Not the question. I know this.
40 billion, 30 billion, 50 billion, or 60 billion.
That. Hmm. I'm gonna go D. Final.
D,
Yep. That's what I said.
Oh,
Oh my god, they got it right.
yeah,
I
it's
just
60
I
billion.
didn't know too much. Oh my
I mean, considering at least as the end,
god.
the question was that, I mean, of all the stars in our inner universe, 80% is red dwarfs. So basically, red dwarf is the most common star compared to our own sun. So there is no understandable. But there are stars, or at least a type of star that's also the rare and the common one. So, but 60 billion, well, in our galaxy, this is only estimated at least because we don't even know exactly how many stars exactly there are in our galaxy. So the number could be even higher. It could be as maybe as 80 billion or 90 billion. Who knows? Is but 60 billion is still a lot. Oh, I don't know if you have ever heard about this one though, game guy, but this is for Roy. But number 54 trick question. Have we discovered the very first exomoon in our star system? Yes or no?
Uh, I'm gonna go with no.
No, ain't wrong exactly. Yes, and it's known as Kepler 1625b1. Oh,
Did you know that one? Yes, actually. Heard about it not
well,
too long ago. Mm.
technically, we don't even they don't. I don't believe that they know for sure if the moon actually consists is real. To depend on the distance from Earth there are, and it's it can be hard to just. I mean, there are very so different methods to discover on a different planet in the cross their sun, but a moon, well, since the moon itself is much smaller to the mother planet is, so it might be difficult, but it's possible. You know, if this moon actually exists, this will be the very first exomoon that we ever found. Well, so far, we only have been found planets, no moons. Anyways, number 55. I will slap my face again if you even knew this one. How many white dwarfs is there in our own galaxy? A 10 billion, B 6 billion, C 8 billion, or D 7 billion.
Hmm. Repeat the answers.
10 billion, 6 billion, 8 billion, 7 billion.
If memory serves me right, because I remember reading about this, it should be a final. Oh my god. Did he get it right again? Could it be possible that he got it right another time? Probably.
You said A?
Yeah. 10 billion. Ooh.
Ding ding ding, correct, exactly 10 billion.
My god. You. You get the poor Swedish over here. Stop! It's not my fault that I know these things.
Well, alright. Number 56. When lunar rovers were used by Apollo astronauts, how fast could a lunar rover go in max speed? A 6 miles per hour, B 7 miles per hour, C 8 miles per hour, or D 5 miles per hour.
Hmm. I'm not sure. Uh, I guess I'll go with C. Final.
You will see. Kim, do you
Yeah.
have any even idea?
What was the answer? Or what were the questions? What was it?
The
Hold
question
on.
is how fast the lunar rover could go at max speed. 6 miles per hour, 7 miles per hour, 8 miles per hour, or 5 miles per hour.
Never serves me right. I think it's B.
You said B, wrong, actually 8. C, 8 miles per
Hey, I
hour.
got it right. Yay.
And basically, you can outrun one of those. There is some stories. I believe that they can even run as 12, but it's unconfirmed though. But oh, I would not be surprised if you even knew about this. Number 57, hard question. During 2023, NASA tested their new asteroid defense system called Double Asteroid Redirection Test, or DART, and it focused on a double binary asteroids with a kinetic impactor technology. But which two asteroids did it change course on? A 90 Antitope, if that's how you pronounce the name, or B 762 Polkoa, C Dim- Didymos Dimorphs, or D 617 Patroclus. Yeah, if I will pronounce this mispronounce the names, don't sue me for that. But
I actually haven't heard about this. But if I had to guess, I'd probably go with. I'd probably go with the final.
B,
C.
C. Uh, they need incorrect. Exactly C.
Yeah. Oh my goodness gracious!
But I
I
do
didn't even know
believe
that one.
this. Yeah, and since we all know that Earth is always in a big problem when it comes to asteroids that could, jeopardize uh, survival, humanity, as as we are known for the past 100 years. The asteroid that destroyed a large area in Russia or in Siberia, 1908, and the one that this asteroid or meteorite that came to pass by Russia in 2013. And of course, who cannot forget the one that wiped out the dinosaurs 66 million years ago? So this asteroid defense system, or this DART, as it's called, is actually one step away to, um, in order to direct away from the push that out of from the hit Earth, which is a good thing. One of the most crazy idea in order to do this, first one, the most common is to nuke an asteroid. Um, that is not a small problem. Depends on the size and all that, and there are always a risk some part of the pieces of the asteroid could impact with Earth, still cause some damage. But one of the most craziest idea is to paint the whole asteroid or meteor so the paint will somehow reflect this new different course with the sunlight. I mean, paint the whole asteroid or meteor with paint. Yeah, it's one of the craziest ideas I ever. I really don't know if that idea would even work at all. But I'm very much happy to know that DART project actually was success. It's a good step forward to developing a full defense against asteroid, depending on the bigger ones, the smaller ones, but at least we are developing new defense against that. I mean, I don't want to see humanity to be go extinct or anything like that next during my life during my lifetime. Number 58. The exoplanet known as 55 Canary E is a particular planet that has a category. And what category is it? A. Mega Earth. B. Super Earth. C. Gas giant. Or D. Ice giant.
Which planet?
55 Canary E. Lacandra E.
Oh, that's a guess for me. Hmm. Go with
This is actually Roy's question.
it is.
58. Because that one was the Roy game, guys.
Hmm. All right. Hmm. I'll go with Hmm. I'll go with. I'll go with C. Final.
B.
C.
C. Gas giant. A. Wrong, exactly. B. Super Earth.
Ah, damn! It wasn't Super Earth. Thank goodness it wasn't a gas giant. That was. I think Trump would have been worried if he found him. Nice.
uh, excuse
Why
me.
did he live with a gas giant though? I don't know.
It's possible.
That's where he keeps all his farts. Oh my god,
Dude.
this guy.
I mean, it makes sense. Neptune and Saturn is all full of them.
And Jupiter.
It's probably why, Trump is the reason why the red spot is shrinking on Jupiter because of its gases.
I would have thought that he would have lived on Uranus, though. Of course he would.
Okay,
That
let's
name will never
continue.
get old.
Okay,
No,
let's
it's so
continue.
dumb.
Number 59. How many light years are the planet 5500 E located from Earth? A. 52 light years. B. 55 light years. C. A. 5 light years. Or D. 41 light years.
I have to write that
Uh,
by the way.
you know, we have actually a writer here.
Yeah, I sent
Hey,
them the
what's
thing
up, you
earlier. So.
guys?
What's up? Not
I'm about
much.
to head home right now.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm about to go home and eat dinner. I've had a long
Oh, you need the
day.
phone edition.
That's good to know.
Yeah. Hopefully my checks come in the mail.
Can always hope.
Yeah, because I'm supposed to be getting 2 checks from my old job. And I'm gonna probably buy me a DS Lite with my money. I'm gonna ask Miss Brenda if I can get a DS Lite.
That's good.
Man, they got peaches everywhere, man. Peaches.
So how are you, game guy?
I'm good.
Thank you for having me on, man.
No props.
Are you done?
All right. So what question is Kyle gonna kick my butt with next?
Number 60, trick question. Does a 55 Candre E orbit its own star in 38 hours? Yes or no?
I think I actually know this. Believe that's yes.
Is this your question?
Yeah, it's mine. Where it just went.
Ah, you say yes? Rolls actually no, only 18 hours.
Yeah, it
Huh.
was.
I don't remember that. Oh well.
Number 61. Of all the red giants in our galaxy, which one is the closest to Earth? A. Gamma Cru- Crucis. B. Aldebaran. C. Carux. Or D. Arcturus.
That's a trick question. I don't know.
Oh shit! Go when it was Roy's turn. Sorry, that's whatever. No, I'll go with the double one then. It'll double up. Uh, what question is this even?
61.
61. All right. Then yeah, you took my question by accident. So yeah, I'll just do this. Double will be good. I'll go with. A final.
Hmm?
A final.
A.
Oh,
Immunity
Cody the
increases
Beyblade Master's here. I like Beyblade too. Very good. I love Beyblade.
Uh, did I get it right?
Yep, it's A. Yeah, he was actually here earlier, but I don't know if he's
Right.
still here though.
Who? Cody the Beyblade Master?
Yeah, I don't know if he's still here, but if not,
Alright. Game guy, this is my friend Jonathan.
What's up, man? It's your boy Big Brody here. How's it going? You there?
Game guy, that's my friend.
Oh,
Your roommate.
Roommate, that's my roommate.
that was it.
Game guy, I gotta get going, man. I'm almost about home.
all right,
All right.
Have a good one, you guys.
stay up. Um, dude,
Yeah.
we have someone else. We have someone else here,
Oh.
dude. You are about 2.5 hours late. Where the heck have you been?
Mm,
Don't tell
You've
me
been
you've been
shopping.
60
asleep until now.
questions, by the way.
Oh,
I
all
was out
right.
shopping
But
with my mom.
makes sense. Either that or we've been just too lazy. But yeah, number 62 for Game Guy. How many light years away is the closest red giant to Earth? A. 65 light years. B 108 light years, C 88 light years, or D 250 light years.
Actually, I'm going again because Kyle accidentally went for me like last time. So,
All right.
so I'll go with D final.
D 250 light years.
Yeah.
Ain't wrong. It's actually C 88 light years.
Hmm.
Number 63. How many light years away is the planet known as HD 2094 58b? A. 120 light years. B. 280 light years. C. 110 light years. Or D. 159 light years.
Hmm. I don't know this one, but I will guess B final.
B.
Yeah, B.
Ain't wrong exactly. D. 159 light years.
Dang.
Okay, number 64. Hard question for you, Roy. The exoplanet that's known as HD 2094 58b even has a nickname. It is named after this nicknamed after a god in Egyptian mythology. And which one is it? A. Apophis. C. Osiris. C. Seth. Or D. Ra.
Hmm. What's that in the background? You hear that too? Is that just me? I think that might just be you. Oh, I'm losing my mind already. Anyway, this is your question, isn't it? Oh, yeah, it is my question, right? I'll I'll do C final.
B.
C.
C. Seth. Ain't wrong actually B. Osiris. God of
Dang.
Death. Yeah, it is nicknamed Osiris. You know, some planets actually have been given official names. Okay. Good luck on this, Roy. Number 65. We have been discovering new exoplanets every day. And how many exoplanets has been confirmed to be found? I just had to update that question for the number. Is it A, 5,255, B, 5,628, C, 5,822, or D, 5,539?
Uh, hmm. I'll go with. I'll go with A final.
A ain't wrong exactly. D, 5,539. That's a lot. We nearly almost around 6,000 exoplanets. But the number is way higher, of course, but this is only that planet has confirmed to exist. Some are still being waiting to be confirmed if they're not real or not. Number 66. A celestial object that's called bolide or bullet, or not bullet, but bullet, flew over 2 nights over the southern parts of Sweden, and in each which year did that happen? A. 2016, B. 2020, C. 2018, or D. 2011?
Uh, which question is this?
Number 66.
66, so that's me. Uh, C, final.
C. 2018, and it was actually D. A. 2016. And it was actually Game Guy's question, not yours.
No, it wasn't. It was
No,
66.
because yeah, he answered number 65 as well.
Yeah, but 66 is my question.
All right, all right. Number 67. When were the first supernova recorded in human history? A. 1528, B. 185 AD, C. 985 AD, or D. 1485?
The first black hole?
Supernova to be recorded.
Supernova to be recorded. Hold on, I think I might know this. I swear, Kyle. Relax. Online astronaut front of me thing. I wasn't that long ago. They taught you about that?
The
No, no.
question when the question
Anyway,
was
can you repeat the question? Repeat the answers.
well, the question was when was the first supernova recorded in human history? A. 1528, 185 AD, C. 985 AD, or D. 1485?
I believe was 185 AD. I'll go with that.
Ding, 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 correct. Exactly. A. B. 185. The
Nice.
black hole could not have been discovered because they absorb the lights and all that.
It's a black hole.
And yeah, and the time, even if we were even like in the 15 and 1400s, we didn't even have, even if we had the strongest telescope at the time, we would still not even discover them. It was only this, I believe, it was only in the 20th century where we were able to discover they actually exist. Number 68, though. How long were the first sighting of the supernova lasted? A. 8 months. B. 11 months. C. 5 months. Or D. 1 year.
I'm gonna say D final.
D. 1 year.
Yeah.
Wrong, exactly. A. 8 months. Number 69.
Hmm.
When were the most recent sighting of a supernova? A. 1848. B. 1905. C. 1604. Or D. 1749?
Um. I Can you repeat the answers?
1848, 1909, 1905, 1604, 1749.
I think it was B final.
You go with B, 1905. Ain't wrong, exactly. C, 1604.
Dang. Oh, look at that.
Number 70, trick question. Near the end of the year 2022, an intense pulse of radiation swept through the solar system, and it was a gamma ray burst. Astronomers doubted the event to both, yes or no.
Is this my question or yours?
It's 70, so it's not an even
It's
number.
fine. Uh, let's see. I'll go with B final.
This is a yes or no question.
Oh, whoops. I'll go with no final.
Ain't wrong, exactly. Yes, they dub it as both, which stands for brightest of all time. BOAT,
Hmm.
both.
Guess that makes
I
sense.
mean, even if the gamma ray would hit Earth, it would have been bad because gamma ray is pretty deadly to humans and as basically all life itself. Number 71. The closest nebula to Earth is called Helix Nebula. How many light years away is it from Earth? A, 280 light years. B, 700 light years. C, 670 light years. Or D, 590 light years.
I'm gonna go D final.
D.
Yeah, I said D.
Ain't wrong, exactly. B, 700 light years. Number 72, hard question. Within our
Dang.
galaxy, within our own galaxy, we have discovered a quite large nebula, and it's named Tarantula Nebula. And
That's a great answer.
how many light years is it from Earth? A, 1200 light years. B, 1500 light years. C, 1800 light years. Or D, 2200 light years.
That's way too specific. D final.
D, wrong, exactly. C, 1800 light years. Number 73. How big is the
Damn.
largest nebula known as Tarantula Nebula? A, 931 light years. B, 580 light years. C, 468 light years. Or D, 745 light years.
Hold on, I think I might know this. It's Can you repeat the answers?
931 light years, 580 light years, 468 light years, or 745 light years.
Hmm. I'll go with. I'll go with the final.
C.
Yeah, C.
Wrong, exactly A. 931 light years across.
Dang.
That's big.
Thought it was A too. That's
Number
the thing.
74. Number 74. When were the first nebula discovered? A. 1852. B. 1722. C. 1764. Or D. 1898.
Hmm. I'll go with B final.
B. Ain't wrong, exactly C. 1764. Number 75. Hard question. Mars has the biggest canyon in the solar system, which is 2,500 miles long, and in some parts that reaches quite a depth. How deep is the most deepest part? A. 4 miles, B. 3 miles, C. 2 miles, or D. 5 miles.
Hmm. Repeat the answers.
4 miles, 3 miles, 2 miles, or 5 miles.
That's what I thought. D final.
D. 5. Ain't most likely A. 4 miles.
Damn.
Number 76. The canyon Orgo Chasma on Charon or Sharon is quite long. It has a certain deep. And how deep is it? A. 4.5 miles. B. 5.5 miles. C. 10.5 miles. Or D. 6.5 miles.
Uh, I'll go with A final.
A. Ain't wrong, exactly B. 5.5 miles deep. Number 77. On the southern moon, Saturn's ice moon of
Hmm.
Enceladus has confirmed to have a global ocean of liquid water, and the ocean is said to be quite deep. And how deep is it? A. 3 miles, B. 8 miles, C. 5 miles, or D. 6 miles.
I'll go with. Hmm. I'll go with D final.
D. 6 miles.
Yeah.
Ding ding ding, correct, exactly D. 6 miles.
My God. For too long to forgot a point. I'm 17. Jeez.
Number 78. Even with Saturn's moon, Enceladus has a global ocean under its ice, and the ice shell is said to be very thick. And how thick is it? A. 25 miles, B. 12 miles, C. 22 miles, or D. 14 miles.
Uh, B final.
You go with B. What do you say though, game guy? If you could
Yep.
guess.
Eh, for fun, I'll go for D.
You said B, right, Roy?
Yes, a B.
Well, wrong. And your guess was D. Wrong, also wrong. It was actually A. 25 miles thick. Number 79. The largest moon in our solar system.
Malaysia, I guess.
In the Earth's biggest moon, a largest moon in our solar system, Ganymede, is said to have a quite deep ocean under its ice. And how deep is the ocean of the moon? A. 25 miles, B. 48 miles, C. 60 miles, or D. Uh, or D. 89 miles.
Hmm. I'll go with. I'll go with D. Not D. I'll go with B final.
B. 48.
Yeah.
Wrong, exactly. C. 60 miles. Number 80. Ganymede is estimated to have
Hmm.
a very thick ice shell. And how thick is it? A. 72 miles, B. 68 miles, C. 95 miles, or D. 80 miles.
Um. C final.
95? Then you didn't exactly C. 95 miles C. Thick. Number 81. Trick
Uh.
question and final question. Are there any active volcanoes on the planet Venus? Yes or no?
Yes.
Then you didn't correct exactly yes.
That's a madman.
You should will have been here earlier, Fire, because Game Guy he had a lot of right answers on this, but like he just
You forgot
really
something.
much he just simply answered all the questions simply like really about it. Just right then. Did you even use a D20 this time?
Not this time. I didn't need it.
Huh. Um, I will put the list of the other topics you can use from. Um, I didn't include uh, I won't be include world history or uh the Avatar, the Last Airbender Korra, and Elf, the one we did earlier, since I hadn't updated those yet. So but it's still a large number of to choose from. Think so far this is a list that you can choose from, and I will be muted for a little bit.
Right. Let's see. 19th Cryptid, Disney's Gargoyles 2, Total Stargate, Gummy Bears again, Macross, MLP, movies, Avatar, Norse mythology, Phantom, Pokemon. I I think I'll go for MLP just cause. Sounds good to me. Seriously though, I had 9 points, and you have 18. It's ridiculous. You said it, not me. Mm. So anyway, what's up, Malachite?
Nothing much.
Hmm. Makes sense, I guess. I'm so tired. How long do you think Swedish is gonna be? Not enough, Roy. Not enough. Yeah. Yo, did you eat any of the pizza today?
Whew, I'm back. So, which topic did you choose for next time?
Hmm.
Yeah,
Which topic did
that
you
shows
pick for next time?
MLP.
All right. I think I actually even had world history as remade, but I'm not so sure. But I believe I think. Okay, that. Oh boy. Well, wow, 3 hours. Hmm. Well, I might not even do the stream as that long this time. So, well, this has been pretty much an interesting stream after our game guy had so many rights without even using D20 for once. And as our friendly Blueberry didn't even show up until much later, after all, he was even home at the time, so that makes sense. Well,
Hmm.
so, yeah, so, have you done your questions for about movies, by any chance?
Um. No, I might need time to try and remember or see if I can try and find each of the movies in full so I can try and remember them. Um.
I mean,
With
but you
as
still
best
have
of
over,
memory as I can.
yeah, but you have at least over a month left to do it, so, but the question is, like,
If
when you
I
said for,
if I don't do the movies, I may have a backup idea.
alright, because, since what you said for Christmas, since my country celebrates a different date into yours, and if we would do it for Christmas, that would have been either the 23rd, because the
Hmm.
24th might not be possible for me, since that is the actual day where
Or
we
me.
celebrate Christmas. Yeah, and the 25th is where you guys celebrate Christmas, which I doubt none of you even had the time to do it, so I meant to say 23rd or 22nd as the most potential possible date for a Christmas stream because even if my family still, we usually still open our gifts around 6 or 7 p.m. or 5 to depend. And after that, I usually be on my room after the rest of the evening, but I
Mm,
might just simply be tired after that long day. So 23rd is likely the only answer that I can think of.
Well, yeah, I'm. It might be a long while before I can even get that movie quiz done about some of my favorites. So I may have a secondary backup idea, but I'm not telling
Hmm.
you.
Excuse me.
Well, I might
Hmm.
let you know what it is on Discord soon, Swish, but it's gonna be something for the others if they show up.
Mm, true. That depends on how
Well, am
many
I not good
people
enough
actually.
to know? How bad?
Well,
Mm.
that depends how many will show up. I won't even count on Kuba though. I mean, he hasn't even been around much lately.
Neither is Deanna, even though even though I think I told you she subscribed to me.
Well, if it is her, we don't even know if it's actually Diana or. But I mean, we haven't even heard from her in quite a while now, so I wouldn't know. If that person has subscribed to me, I would not know. I mean, I have over just recently passed 8,500 subscribers, and I
Mm,
would not know. Even though I can always check the most recent subscribe, but yeah, it's a little bit difficult.
mm,
About that, if you guys have any questions to ask, you can always just put ask it in the comments. Even though I do have game guys questions from the last supposed to do the Q&A. So far, I have around 30, almost 40 questions so far. Colleen asked me first supposed questions the last time I was supposed to be doing what was about 10 questions. And this new one, he asked for 11. So total of 21
mm.
questions. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, you can just leave it as a comment in and up afterwards. Well, I think it's time for me to end here. So it's
Mhm.
been it's been a nice time. So until next time, this is Rich Diablo signing off. Bye.
Bye.
Hi. It's so in sync. See you later, guys.